Let's put some milk in there and see what it tastes like with the milk in it. The milk really kind of amps it up and really takes it from Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Brian. This is You Were Found, where we explore all things coffee and tea to help you find the perfect caffeine buzz. Now, I've been really excited for this video today. It's not what I intended to film for us, but I like to roll with the punches. I mean, when you're gifted a neon orange kitchen, you use what you're gifted, am I right? So anyway, I'm at my friend's house, watching her dog in her house while she's on vacation, and I caught wind that her grocery store carries what I've been looking for. A couple months ago, read an article, and yes, you heard it right. Dunkin Donuts has launched a line of cereals along with Post as this collaboration that the world has birthed to us. I don't know, have you guys tried these cereals yet? I'm really intrigued, I'm very excited. On today's video, I'm going to be opening up these two boxes of cereal. We have the Mocha Latte, we have a Caramel Macchiato. They sound delicious. Do they taste delicious? Says they're made with real Dunkin' coffee. We're gonna put it to the test. And you know what? We're actually going to not only put it to the test, but we're gonna elevate this test a little bit. In today's video, I'm going to take us on a little trip down the street because I guess if you have a neon orange kitchen in your house, of course there's gonna be a Dunkin' Donuts at the end of your block. So we're gonna go down the street to the Dunkin' Donuts. I'm going to actually purchase a Mocha Latte and purchase a Caramel Macchiato, and we're gonna put the flavors to the test here and see if these cereals really do match up to the actual prepared beverages from our local Dunkin' Donuts. I am on a little bit of a time crunch because it does look like it's about to storm any moment. We are in a tornado warning, and I thought it's the perfect time to film this YouTube video, so let's get in the car, head on over to the Dunkin' Donuts and get those drinks ready. Now, I know I said that the Dunkin' Donuts was at the end of her block. That was an exaggeration. It actually was a couple blocks down the street, but regardless, woo, Lord, oh Lord, Philly drivers are insane. Anyway, we made it. We are at the drive-thru. I'm ready to get our beverage on.
Can I too?
Hi, could I please get a small Mocha Latte iced? Could I also please get a small Caramel Macchiato iced?
Okay.
And that's all for me. Honestly, these are not the drinks that I would be ordering at a Dunkin' Donuts. I have not had these drinks in a very long time. Iced mocha is something that I have occasionally, not from Dunkin' Donuts. Iced macchiato was the drink that I got when I was like 16, and I really thought that I was like a hardcore coffee drinker. And I was like, I love coffee. I love a nice iced macchiato, you know, but like, here I am years later, and I'm like, what is an iced macchiato? I haven't had that in years. So these are very sweet drinks for those who wouldn't drink coffee. Apparently, these are also the top selling drinks at Dunkin' Donuts, I heard through the grapevine. And I mean, it must make sense because that's why they would make two cereals out of these flavors. I'm not really a huge fan of Dunkin' Donuts coffee in general, if you want the truth. I don't really do too many chain coffee companies anymore. Occasionally I'll go to Wawa, which is a gas station in Philadelphia area, but Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, any of that, I'm good on it usually. I would much rather support a small local guy if anything. Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for your help.
There you go.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, this is the mocha. Thank you. This is the macchiato. Perfect. Awesome. Thanks for your help. Have a great day. Okay. All right, guys. We got the goods. Back to the Bat Cave, or my friend's Bat Cave, not my Bat Cave. All right, guys. So we went to the Dunkin' Donuts store and we got our prepared beverages. Here we have the iced caramel macchiato, and over here there is the iced mocha latte, ready to try. But we want to open up the cereals first. So let's try out the Mocha Latte first. This one I have a feeling is going to be less sweet than the Caramel Macchiato. I will put the ingredient list for you folks somewhere around here so that you can take a look at that if you're interested. It does say that there's coffee concentrate in here, meaning that there is caffeine to it. It also says that it is made with Dunkin' coffee right on the front, and I couldn't find anywhere on this package exactly how much caffeine's in here. So girl, you know I did my research, and let me tell you how online I am finding out that apparently it allegedly has 1/10 the amount of caffeine that a cup of coffee would offer you. Granted, Dunkin' Donuts coffee is like crack. I swear, like when I have a Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I'm also wondering if it's probably a huge sugar rush that the coffee is giving me, let's be honest. So before we open up the box, let's take a look at the back of it because I do think that the packaging looks pretty cute. It says here that Dunkin' has been serving coffee for over 70 years. And National Espresso Day is November 23rd. Enjoy a Dunkin' Espresso Mocha Latte! There's approximately 12,800 Dunkin' locations worldwide. That's actually a lot. 12, almost 13,000 locations. That's a lot of locations. The word espresso means forced out in Italian. All right, let's try it out. I'm ready to taste her. Now, looking at it, it kind of just honestly looks like Cocoa Puffs or like any kind of chocolate puff cereal. There are some marshmallows in there. They kind of look coffee colored. Let's try it out dry first. So it kind of tastes exactly like Cocoa Puffs. Oh, there's a little hint of coffee in the back end. Very faint. So the marshmallow is really sweet. The sweetest part of it, clearly. It's got like a little bit of a latte kind of finish to it. All right, it's pretty good. I like it. I think it tastes good. Does it taste exactly like a mocha latte now? I don't know. Let's try it out. So this is a small mocha latte iced from Dunkin' Donuts. I was looking at the packaging here. You can see there's like ice cubes kind of like around this whipped cream of the beverage. So for me, it just felt like I guess they're doing ice drinks. So I chose ice drinks. I prefer ice drinks. So let's see. Wow, you know what? It actually really does taste a lot like the drink. Let's actually put milk in the cereal now and see what compares. Let's be honest, what is cereal without milk? You gotta have milk for the cereal, so bottoms up. Okay, moment of truth, let's try her out. So this one here is the Mocha Latte by Dunkin Donuts Cereal. It's like instantly turning my milk like colors. The milk has only been in there maybe 15 seconds and like literally already it's like darker in color. So the cereal kind of loses some of the flavor, I want to say, when the milk is in there. I felt that the cereal was a lot more stronger and potent in taste and flavor before I added the milk to it. I don't notice the coffee as much. Let me cleanse the palate here. You all know I love some water on this channel, so cleansing my palate right now to see if we can compare the two here. This has more of a chocolatey milk kind of taste to it, with a little espresso bean kind of finish. Oh, cleanse the palate. Gotta cleanse that palate, bro. You know that palate needs to be cleansed. The cereal was able to like absorb some of the milk a little bit more, so it's a little mushier. Honestly, I kind of like it better that way. So as I finish eating this, I do notice that I've been looking to find that exact ratio of like puff to marshmallow to milk every spoonful. I think that really matters because if you don't get one of those marshmallows in there, it's definitely like tasting exactly like chocolate puff cereal. The coffee still tastes more like coffee. Granted, it's a coffee, so I would expect it to taste more like coffee. But you know what? Honestly, I think that they did a really good comparison of flavors. When I was planning to do this video, I really didn't expect these coffee drinks to taste anything near the cereal. I kind of was just like,
let's see what this turns out to be, you know?
But now that I'm eating it, it actually tastes pretty good. Well, I just ate a bowl of cereal. Would I buy this one again? Let's see. It has 18 grams of sugar in it. A serving size is 1 1/3 cup. There's 8 servings in here. I don't know if I would necessarily buy this one again. I mean, it tasted good, don't get me wrong. The flavor's right. It was pretty close to the taste of the coffee, I have to say. The coffee only tasted just a little bit more like coffee, which I'd hope it would because it's coffee. Otherwise, the cereal was really good in flavor. It wasn't as sweet as I had anticipated the cereal to be, which is a good thing in my mind. But like I said, would I buy this one again? I'm not really a cereal person. I mean, I'll have cereal every once in a while, but if you want the truth, cereal for me is something I would rather have late at night when I'm like supposed to not eat and go to bed, and I'm just like getting that midnight snack, you feel me? All right, that was good, but let's try the caramel macchiato. This one here, I'm assuming is probably sweeter. I'll put the nutritional facts somewhere around here for you guys. And yes, I was right. This one has 19 grams of sugar to it, 1 gram of sugar more. So this one here is probably gonna sell better is my guess because it's sweeter. I would assume that a caramel macchiato is probably gonna be a better seller than the Mocha Latte. Usually this one's gonna be sweeter, creamier. On the back here, we have a timeline of Dunkin' Donuts and their company history. You can see that in 1948, William Rosenberg opened his first coffee shop and donut shop in Quincy, Massachusetts called Open Kettle. Yes, you heard it right, folks. Dunkin' Donuts used to be called Open Kettle, and it was changed to Dunkin' Donuts in 1950. And then in 1955, the first franchise agreement and signed and executed in Worcester, Massachusetts. Girl, I love Massachusetts. In 1970, they opened their first location in Japan. 1972 is when Dunkin' Donuts launched their Munchkin line. From there, 97 is when they added breakfast sandwiches to the menu. In 2003 is when Dunkin' launches their espresso revolution with a new line of espressos, lattes, and cappuccinos. Yo, y'all should hire me for this one. Girl, I'm exhausted. All right. And then at the end of the timeline, we have where we are right now in this kitchen, bright orange, celebrating the 2020, the year that Dunkin' Donuts launches cereals. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts, for these magical gems. Anyway, let's get into opening this one, try her out. So this one here is the caramel macchiato. Ooh, now this one smells a lot like coffee when I open it. Okay, let's try this one out. This one I'm really excited for. Okay, so the puffs are a little brighter in color. They're not as dark. I feel like I didn't get as many marshmallows this round. It's like all puffs. I wonder where the marshmallows went. Oh, there's a bunch of marshmallows. All right. Ah! I'm not gonna eat all this cereal. Hey! This one, like I said, the puffs here do seem a little brighter in color. It smells a lot more like coffee than the other one. Let's try it dry first and see what that tastes like. Okay, so this one's definitely sweeter. It kind of has like a popcorn kind of feel going on or taste, almost like a caramel corn. Maybe it's because like the first ingredient is corn. Corn flour is the first ingredient. All right, let's cleanse our palate and try it with the coffee and see how that goes. All right, so this is the caramel macchiato from the Dunkin' Donuts store. There's some caramel at the bottom. The milk's kind of separated a little bit at the bottom. So this one's very sweet, very milky.
This one's good. I forgot. This is nostalgic for me. I'm telling you, I haven't had this in years.
Ooh. It's good. It's good. Does it taste like the cereal though? Okay. So the cereal kind of has a stickiness to it, almost like it's coated in more of a caramelized sugar or a caramelized drizzle finish. Let's put some milk in there and see what it tastes like with the milk in it. The milk really kind of amps it up and really takes it from this one, I think just like the caramel macchiato, I don't taste as much coffee. I tasted more coffee in the Mocha Latte than I taste in the caramel macchiato. It's got like a light puff flavor, and then you're just getting that like sugar syrupy kind of ness going on to it. Now it's not nearly as syrupy as the drinks are because the drinks actually have syrups in them. But I can definitely I still feel like I taste like that syrupy kind of finish that the drinks would have inside the caramel macchiato because caramel is syrupy. It's very caramely, you know, like. This one I really have to search for the coffee taste to it. It's not overwhelming in coffee taste. Would I buy this one again? You know what? Honestly, I think I would buy this one again. I think I would buy this one again. I do enjoy the taste of this. I actually like this one, the caramel macchiato. I think it tastes pretty good. It is sweeter, but I really think that it offers a nice flavor to it. The milk itself is really good. I'm loving the milk to it. I think that as the cereal gets a little more milk in it, it tastes better, honestly. But it almost makes it that creaminess and that like that the drink would have. Yeah, they're good. In the Mocha Latte, I do feel like I taste the coffee and I taste the mocha, but I taste the coffee a little bit more than I do in the caramel macchiato. The Mocha Latte was good. I wouldn't buy it again just because it's a little too chocolatey for me. I kind of feel like this one tasted more like a chocolate cereal and there was like a hint of coffee to it. The marshmallows is what really saved the Mocha Latte in my mind, whereas the caramel macchiato overall, the whole thing kind of has a great flavor and taste to it. I could see myself eating this cereal a little more on the regular. They would make really good ingredients towards like a dessert. Like if you're making, I don't know, Rice Krispie treats or something and you wanted to use something different, you could use this cereal. Now, as for the cereals themselves, tasting like the beverages, for the Mocha Latte, the drink really tasted very much like the cereal. I could see very much a lot of similarities to it, especially when the milk was added in the cereal. You really got the full flavor. The only difference is I would say that this one doesn't have that syrupy finish that you would get from the chocolate sauce that's in the beverage. The caramel macchiato, on the other hand, I don't notice the coffee as much to it. More so I notice that syrupy sugariness from caramel sauce. This one for me, I don't think that the cereal tasted as much like the drink. With the drink, I just think there's more of that like bitter coffee ground kind of finish that comes deep from within the espresso in the macchiato, and I don't get that at all in the cereal. The cereal kind of is just more of a sweetness and brightness and corniness and syrupiness, whereas the mocha, I really feel like the chocolate is almost the bitter and accentuates the coffee of the bitter. This probably is gonna be the more popular flavor, I would assume. Kids are probably gonna like this one more. But what my question for you is I've been thinking about this, is like, would you buy this for your kids? Is this an adult-only cereal? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm curious because I know if I had children, I would not be buying them no Dunkin Donuts cereal. Girl, you know, caffeine, it's a drug. Let's be real. People have addiction problems, and I don't think that I would start my kids off this at a young age having coffee, let alone coffee cereal. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Are you guys giving this to your kids? Do your kids want it? Have they been asking for it? Are you yourself gonna try this cereal? Are you excited for it? Let me know your thoughts. All right, guys, we made it just in time. It is now just starting to rain outside, so I'm gonna wrap it up here for you today. I've got to take these caffeinated beverages and finish them off so that I can continue this crazy sugar caffeinated high. If you like what you saw today, then please make sure that you hit the like on this video. Every like helps to make a YouTube in Philadelphia smile. Also, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're looking for any more coffee-related videos, coffee content, reviews, how-tos, the whole nine. You've come to the right place. You were found. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you soon.